For number 5, it says, which of the following graphs is narrower than this? So we want to find out which one is narrower. And one way we could do that is just by graphing. So I'm just going to create a quick graph here. But you probably want to use one of the ones that are actually already created for you. That way you can make sure that your lines are nice and even and nice and set up correctly. So the way what we care about here is when I'm talking about narrower or wider, make sure you read the question. It may say one or the other. What we care about is just the slopes, because if a slope is steep, it's going to make a narrow V. But if my slope is very low, something like this, then when I do the other side, it's going to become very wide. So we ignore where everything is. We can just scratch those out because they don't matter. We don't care where it is. In fact, it's going to make it more difficult if we don't put it on the same spot. Not only that, but we don't care about making it go downwards with a negative. We want it all upwards so we can compare them a lot easier. So let's take a look at this. Our original equation we're looking at has a slope of 1, which is 1 over 1. So just starting from here, I'll do this one in green. I'm just going to go count up 1 to the right 1. And I can get this slope there. And then if I go up 1 to the left 1, we get that point right there. And then we can graph in the line. Oops. Alright, so now I'm going to compare everything to this green point here. I could put in more lines, but it's sometimes easier just to put the dots to see if it's going to become narrower or somewhere on the outside is going to be wider. So let's see if we can do that. So let's start off with the first one. So 7 over 5. So if I count and make sure it's nice and even, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get this point right up here. And if I were to continue and extend this out, I see that this is definitely on the inside. So that would be narrower. If I were to draw the V, right, it would make a narrower V. So that's already my answer, but let's just move on to the other ones just to double check. Here I have a slope of 2 over 3, ignoring the negative, and I'm going to put it upwards again because that way we can compare it, otherwise downwards it's hard to tell. So I'll count up, rise 1, 2 over run, which is 1, 2, 3, which is on the outside of the V. So I know this one is wider. Well, we can't say none of the above because it's this. And here we have a slope of 1 over 1, which is exactly the same. It's not narrower, it's not wider. So our answer is A.